At the beginning, a narrator explains that the Star Watchers are elite magic users who keep order, with new recruits joining the sorcery office. Mashle, Burnedead, and friends are close to Star Watcher status after defeating Magia Lupus. Lang's belongings are transferred to Adler's house. Mashle faces criticism for his magic skills, post-fight with Cell, but remains eager for post-class gatherings. Finn Ames worries about Mashle's reputation causing issues, but defends him when questioned, emphasizing discretion. Lance Crone impresses doubters with magic. Barrett arrives injured, and Lemon Irvine explains the severity. Despite the victory celebration, Finn feels guilty. Abel tries to uplift with his cards, but the Magia Lupus leader suggests celebrating Abyss. Depths advises against challenging the boss in the game. Lemon offers drinks, appreciated for her kindness. Abel shares Depth's romantic struggles. Barrett gets frustrated with Love eating in front of him. Lemon offers Mashle a cream puff as thanks, but he declines, displaying independence. Lemon drops it, but Mashle catches it, unfazed by cleanliness concerns. Finn learns from Lance about a criminal encounter, surprising him. At a strange party, Finn senses trouble. Abyss warns a non-magic student about Innocent Zero, targeting powerful magic users. Abel's powers supposedly come from them, posing a risk to Mashle. Abyss believes Mashle can bring peace. Meanwhile, Finn distracts Abel while Pompadourus investigates Mashle. Puzzled, Pompadourus leaves upon seeing Mashle with Abyss. An owl interrupts Mashle and Abyss with a message. Lemon and Abyss seem worried. Mashle gets a summons from the Magic Bureau for hiding his lack of magic. Mr. Bless leads the meeting, stressing its gravity. Divine Visionary, Ryo intervenes, challenging Mashle to light a candle without touching it. Mashle succeeds using a stick, astonishing everyone. Ryo commends Mashle's resolve. Sean from the Bureau is alarmed by the Divine Visionary's presence. Maddle discusses punishing Mashle, questioning why Mr. Wahlberg allowed the meeting. They emphasize the importance of rules and condemn exceptions. Inside, Mashle believes the task is over, but Mr. Bless reveals otherwise, trapping Mashle with magic sand and attacking him. Mashle fights back, surprising Mr. Bless. More Divine Visionaries arrive. Maddle insists on severe punishment for Mashle's rule-breaking. However, a mysterious voice intervenes, deeming the punishment unfair. Mr. Bless acts strangely, revealing Innocent Zero's presence and claiming Mashle belongs to them. Mashle asserts his independence, refusing ownership. Innocent Zero unveils their plan involving a Magi parasite inside Mr. Bless. Ryo realizes Innocent Zero's declaration of war against the Magic Bureau. He decides to remove the parasite, despite Sean's warnings. Mashle removes the parasite, earning praise from Ryo for his bravery. Maddle doubts Mashle's actions but is stopped by Ryo. Rain and Wahlberg arrive. Wahlberg convenes a meeting regarding Mashle's magic deficiency, sparking a debate on punishment. Order advocates harsh penalties, while Wahlberg suggests patience due to Innocent Zero's message. Mashle recognizes Wahlberg's sway among the visionaries. Ryo unveils Wahlberg's past as a visionary, boosting his stature. Order insists on rules, despite Wahlberg's plea. Rain surprises Order by siding with Wahlberg. Mr. Bless, startled by Mashle's lack of magic, supports Wahlberg's leniency. Order eventually agrees, imposing strict rules for Mashle's path to becoming a visionary. Mashle agrees, lightening the mood with a mispronunciation. Meanwhile, a mysterious figure remains unmoved by Mashle's actions. Back at school, Mashle shares his trial experience with friends. Finn worries about Mashle's challenges, while Lance is surprised by his magic deficit. Barrett suggests lifting spirits by going out. Finn hesitates but joins, Lance's shirt choice discomforting him. They play a game on Moret Street, interrupted by Lance. Lance hears rumors of an early visionary test due to Innocent Zero. At the wand shop, Finn finds a matching wand, explaining to Mashle. Lance impresses the owner, stirring Barrett's envy. When Mashle tries a wand, Finn worries due to his inability to do magic. Mashle struggles until he lifts a seemingly impossible wand, shocking the owner. Water flows from the ground as Mashle claims the wand, leaving the owner astonished. Lance opts not to get a wand. Later, Lemon and Tom join them for a fun day in town, leaving them tired but content. Mashle reflects on their day, cherishing the experience with friends. They plan to do it again, with Lance hoping his sister can join next time. Mashle counts their gold coins, feeling prepared for the test. Despite Rain's initial disapproval, Mashle decides to visit home. Meanwhile, Order tasks Orchidor's top student, Margaret, to ensure Mashle does not take the test. Margaret, intrigued by Mash's feats without magic, reluctantly agrees. The next day, Mash visits Regro, enjoying time with his friends. Margaret searches for Mash, intending trouble, but Rain intervenes. Unaware of the impending danger, Mash and his friends prepare to play a board game. At Easton Academy, each dorm has a leader, called a prefect, aspiring to become divine visionaries. Abel leads Lang's dorm, Margaret heads Orca, and Rain oversees AD's dorm. Margaret, once a tournament champion, challenges Rain, displaying happiness through piano music. Rain questions Margaret's desire for excitement over divine visionary status. They engage in a magical duel, with Margaret using music to counter Rain's spells. Meanwhile, Mash and friends play a board game. Mash's character faces execution due to his inability to do magic, unsettling everyone. Margaret and Rain continue their conflict, with Rain acknowledging Mash's bravery and desire for change. Wahlberg discusses Rain's magical prowess with Nair, revealing Rain's rare 3 marks, symbolizing a potential connection to a god. Rain vows to aid Mash. Concerned about his repeated game character execution, Mash sneaks away for air and overhears Margaret's plan to target him. Rain defends Mash, recognizing his strength despite his magic deficiency. Margaret questions Rain's abilities and intentions, while Rain remains confident due to their wealth and Margaret's talent. At the academy, Nair asks about the difference between triple and double liners. Wahlberg explains that triple liners can access a god's strength through their wands, surprising Margaret. Raina demonstrates this power, creating a massive hole in the ground. After the danger passes, Rain stops using his 3rd line, and Mash expresses gratitude. Rain feigns ignorance, but Mash notices his fondness for rabbits. Rain discusses the upcoming visionary exam, emphasizing its significance for him. Margaret reflects on Rain's power, realizing the strength behind his basic spells. One of Margaret's friends wakes up, reassuring the group and hinting at an impending event. The next day, Finn frets over the exam, while Lance reminisces about his sister. Barrett eagerly prepares, unable to sleep from excitement. Meanwhile, Mash stays home longer, reflecting on his situation with Regro. Mash reassures Regro of his happiness and gratitude, prompting Regro to hope for his safe return. To become a divine visionary, candidates must pass 3 stages: coin collecting, the candidate test, and the final exam. The number of gold coins required for the 2nd stage is reduced to 3 due to Innocent Zero's influence. At a big stadium, contestants gather as Wahlberg watches, surprised to see Margaret among them. Mash prepares to enter, but Order stops him, declaring that as long as he's around, Mash won't be accepted. Ignoring Order's words, Mash gains encouragement from his muscles and confidently faces him. As Mash enters the arena, the crowd boos and chants for him to leave. The announcer explains the game, Advent Haunt, involving retrieving a key from a fish's swim bladder and evading 3 creatures. Finn panics at the revelation, fearing the danger. As the candidates line up, they realize success is crucial to progress. Special mirrors prevent cheating. Finn, still distraught, enters the stage. LeBlanc encounters a deant but fails to defeat it with magic, getting eliminated. The remaining candidates strategize to avoid the dance and find the key. Lance suspects a hidden strategy. Max suggests they are tested on non-magic solutions. Mash impresses by knocking down a deant, but learns they heal instantly. He decides to flee, aided by Max, who shrinks him to evade the deants. Max allies with Mash, leading them to the key's likely location. Finn hides while Barrett distracts a deant. Mash and Max follow a deant, quietly signaling safety. They spot the key in a balloon, but inadvertently alert the deants. They fail to retrieve the key discreetly. Max considers magically inflating the balloon, but Mash has an unconventional idea. Max enlarges the balloon as deants pass by, aiding their retrieval attempt. As Mash and Max retrieve the key, Mash surprises the crowd by dancing and popping the balloon with a head-spinning move. Lance uses gravity magic to get his key, while Barrett, Margaret, and others also succeed. Barrett finds Finn and offers to help him get a key. Meanwhile, Mash and Max celebrate quietly, with Max impressed by Mash's kindness. Max insists Mash keep the key and guides him towards the exit, encouraging him to hurry for rankings. Max admires Mash's kindness and assures him he can get his own key now. Mash accepts the key and thanks Max before leaving. Max is attacked by Carpaccio, contemplating if Reina would approve of his actions. In the stadium, candidates with keys await the others, cheered on by the crowd. Mash emerges, joined by Barrett and Finn. Max, injured and covered in red sauce, enters last. Carpaccio taunts Alderdorm, stepping on Max, but Mash calmly confronts him. Carpaccio throws water at Mash, who turns it into a protein shake. They argue before the announcer begins the next exam, the life crystal. Teams are formed and crystals distributed, but Finn panics as they are separated. In the magical world, 13 old sticks called Master Staves pick people with natural abilities and grant them blessings. In the life crystal stage of the test, teams are unhappy about being split up. Mash and Barrett realize they need to find Finn, while Lance worries about their dorm mates. Finn comes across Carpaccio fighting someone and is asked for help. Finn sees the person injured and their crystal destroyed by Carpaccio. Finn hides but is confronted by Carpaccio, who demands his crystal. Finn refuses, causing Carpaccio to intimidate him. Finn tries to act tough but collapses unexpectedly. Carpaccio pressures him to comply, using fear tactics. Meanwhile, Mash rushes to find Finn, while Margaret observes the top candidates, Mash, Lance, and Carpaccio. Margaret suspects Orter's involvement with Carpaccio and acknowledges Carpaccio's talent, chosen by a special wand. In the main fight, Finn deceives Carpaccio by pretending to use magic and then swaps him with another defeated opponent. Carpaccio pursues Finn, who tries to create distance but is still affected by Carpaccio's spell. Finn falls in pain as Carpaccio demands his crystal, resorting to hurting himself to hurt Finn. The crowd is shocked by Carpaccio's extreme actions. Despite being injured, Finn refuses to surrender his crystal and attempts to fight back. Mash intervenes, hitting Carpaccio against the wall and apologizing for being late. Carpaccio reveals his special wand, explaining his inability to feel pain. Mash's attacks backfire due to Carpaccio's power, derived from one of the Master Canes. As the fight ensues, Mash's resilience and strategy begin to crack Carpaccio's facade. Mash praises Finn's bravery, emphasizing the strength in facing tough challenges. Dodging Carpaccio's magic, Mash cleverly uses his wand as a tennis racket, ultimately defeating Carpaccio and making him feel pain. The headmaster confirms it as a victory against someone with a Master Cane. Mash helps Finn up, while Carpaccio silently accepts his defeat. In the confrontation, Margaret faces two rivals who point their wands at him. Margaret assesses their magic using a scale called Sweg and demands they surrender their crystals. Despite outnumbering him, the rivals attack. But Margaret, as strong as a divine visionary, easily overpowers them and smashes their crystals. He boasts about his superior magic pitch, Tai, compared to their Re level. The red team loses the exam due to Carpaccio's defeat. As they leave, the atmosphere shifts when Margaret locks eyes with Mash, indicating a formidable challenge ahead. Wahlberg and Caldo discuss Margaretta's strength and its potential impact on Mash. Meanwhile, a former competitor harbors resentment towards Mash and suggests sabotaging him to Margaret. But Margaret refuses, preferring a fair duel. In Mash's room, he dramatizes his training struggles while Lemon shares her challenges in supporting him. Barrett opens up to Lemon, but she rejects him, leaving him saddened. Finn observes, perplexed by the situation. Mash's protein alarm underscores his dedication to muscle nutrition, earning praise from Caldo, surprising Finn. Caldo proposes a game, and Mash reluctantly agrees upon realizing Caldo's significance. The challenge involves dodging Caldo's attacks, escalating to a final round with Caldo's sword ablaze. Despite concerns, Mash dodges every attack until distracted by an owl, ending the game in a tie. Caldo ponders Mash's motives and warns him against reckless actions. However, Caldo is keen on recruiting Mash. The final exam is announced, a one-on-one fight, with Mash facing Margaret. Finn encourages Mash, while Margaret displays confidence. As the fight begins, Mash pauses to eat a cream puff, surprising Margaret, who joins him. Margaret releases powerful magic, but Mash impresses by dodging his attacks and landing a surprise blow, astonishing the crowd. Despite this, Margaret remains determined, ready for the next phase of the fight.